And welcome back to a very Nantucket Red part of the Daily Wrap. It's time for Yay or Nay. Have you ever failed your New Year's, well, have you already failed your New Year's resolution to hit the gym and cut back on the booze? Well, we know Rick has, but I have some great news for you all, and particularly those of you who are advocates of being overserved. A new study out by the University of Alberta found resveratrol, that's found in red wine, can improve a person's heart, muscles, and bones the same way a good old-fashioned visit to the gym can. So, should we all skip the gym right now, crack open a nice Chianti with some fava beans, right? Instead of, working out. I mean, is wine better than exercise?
Lose the fava beans and it's a mega yay. Of course we should.
Okay, I had a feeling you'd say that.
I think you work out in the morning, have the wine at dinner, and you're good to go.
I think you should get on the treadmill with the wine, the fava beans, and see what you do. Just keep running. Be a juggler. Juggler's very good. I like
Get
that.
it all together.
That's a very good point. Can you do that, you think? You think the wine
No,
will spill?
it
you would
works
need
really
a sipping
well.
cup or something.
Works really well. Just lose the treadmill.
Okay.
And it's all good.
You need the treadmill. You need the action. You know
It's
what I mean?
good for you.
You know what kills me? I'm a yay, of course, but every other day there's if you drink but don't work out, then you're more healthy. If you work out but don't drink, it's just every day.
Every
we
day the
always
rules
buy
change.
it. And I put it on the show, so I bought it.
Fortunately, they all agree now that coffee's good for you.
True,
That's
true.
right.
So, are today's parents raising a generation of narcissists? It's one thing to tell a white lie when your child shows you their macaroni art or practices a violin a little off key, but do compliments and praise go too far? Well, according to findings published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences, there is a difference between boosting self-esteem and creating a narcissistic monster. Instead of saying your child is special, researchers recommend telling them they are hard workers. So, are we raising a generation of self-centered narcissists? Yay or nay, Heather Hansen?
No, I think this is a little bit silly. I think it's good to tell kids that they're special, and so is everyone else. Everyone's special in their own way, and all that happy stuff.
Interesting. But that came from
Joe.
the heart. Rick.
You're special.
Thank you.
Right.
Of course, there's a special class at school for special
Oh,
kids.
good Lord.
Jeez,
Yeah.
And we'll see you on YouTube, everybody. Hank, stone-faced.
A generation of narcissists? Just because people walk around all day long with things in their ears, don't talk to anybody, don't wear ties, don't behave properly, think we're supposed to support them until the end of time. You think they're narcissists? I don't know why you would say such a thing.
Yeah. Well, wait, give me okay. You may have a point. You may have a point. I'm a yay. I'm not for the give every kid a trophy in school. You got to earn it. And a little failure is the only way to learn. Fear is the greatest motivator, and every other metaphor and analogy I could think of right now. Finally, thousands of Americans well over the age of 100 applied for and received Social Security in recent years. Yes, not because they're working and living longer, but because of Social Security fraud. A recent watchdog review found that at least 6.5 million active Social Security numbers belonging to people at least 112 years old are surprisingly not at room temperature, by the way. They are receiving benefits despite passing on long ago. And interestingly, only 35 known individuals worldwide have reached the age of 112. So here's my question. Should Social Security, at least the administration of it, be privatized because of all this fraud, because the government clearly isn't keeping track of what's going on? Rick?
Shouldn't be privatized, but government does have to do a much better job of cracking down on this. It's nonsense.
Yeah, I mean, I think that there's an argument to be made that it should be privatized because this is just unacceptable, waste of money, waste of resources, ridiculous.
Oh, I would definitely trust the private sector to do a much better job of not wasting money, not getting indicted, and not making trouble. I would definitely.
And not keeping it all.
And not keeping it all. I mean, based upon what we see of indictments on a daily basis, Wall Street shenanigans, I would definitely trust those guys. The people that gave us 2008 can certainly destroy this altogether.
Yeah. Well, the government runs the post office, and that isn't exactly a friendly place. The DMV, it's not exactly the best run place in the world as well.
Government does
Yeah.
not
The
operate.
VA runs the government.
Wait, government doesn't operate for a profit, so it makes no sense to not acknowledge that it's never going to be primarily efficient. It doesn't operate for a profit. However, when you put people's Social Security money in the hands of people who do operate for a profit, you have to be a little bit concerned as to how they may make up their profits on years where profits aren't so good.
Do you think Social Security will be around when you hit retirement age?
You know,
Your
I-
Social Security?
I do. I don't know how efficient it will be. I don't know how many 112-year-olds are going to be eating away at it during that time. I mean, there's people applying for jobs with those Social Security numbers. It's ridiculous. I do think it'll be around in some form.
I actually have a book that I saved. It was published in 1974, and I got it that year, telling me how Social Security would be broke within the next 2 years. So I saved
Really?
the book. Yes.
Yeah, I think
You've been
that's-
hearing this forever.
Because you keep hearing it's going to not be solvent by 2026, 2024.
Jack LaLanne is still collecting. He's been dead for a while.
He's
still
actually
collecting.
been dead
He's
before
been
And he's been
Well,
working out.
Please,
told
can we
him.
end it on Jack LaLanne? The first time that name has ever been said in the history of this network. So that's the show for this evening. Thank you, panel. You all look lovely this evening, and we appreciate you joining us, and thank you at home for stopping by. Tune in for more Daily Wrap right here on the Daily Max. I'm Joe Concha. Bye-bye.